So in space technology, missions by ISRO. The first one is Joint Lunar Polar Exploration Mission. Recently, details of the Joint Lunar Polar Exploration Mission were released by Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, that is Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Details of the mission. It was conceptualized as a joint mission between JAXA and ISRO in 2017, which aims to put a lander and rover on the moon's surface. So what is the purpose of this joint lunar polar exploration mission? Is to put a lander and a rover on the moon's surface. As per the details shared by JAXA, it will be launched after 2023. So this is the details of the mission which is shared by JAXA. That is, launch year is after 2023. Launch vehicle H3 rocket and launch mass 6 ton plus. Payload mass 350 kg plus, including rover, and operating period it will be operating for 3 months period, or more than 3 months period, and the landing point is South Pole region of the moon. So major mission is to water detector to detect whether there is water on moon, or if it is there, it is to what extent. And the next is science instrument, and then third mission is environment measuring instruments. So the mission would last for about 6 months and will target a constantly sunlight region near the moon's south pole. So it will like land over the sunlit region near the moon's south pole. JAXA would be building the overall landing module and rover, and ISRO would develop the lander system. So JAXA will build the landing module and rover, and ISRO will build the lander system. Lander system will be built by ISRO. Rover will conduct an observation of the areas where water may be presently distributed, and if it detects hydrogen, the rover will then mine the surface to collect the samples. So जो rover रहेगा उसका purpose क्या रहेगा? To detect whether water presently वहाँ पे है कि नहीं. जहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन के उसको instances मिलेंगे, over there rover will mine that surface. Rover will mine and try to collect the samples. So objective क्या है? What is the objective of lunar polar exploration mission? So the first objective is to obtain actual data regarding quantity of water. Data regarding quantity of water of the areas where water is anticipated to exist. The second is understand distribution, conditions, forms and other parameters of lunar water resources at the moon's south pole. So the purpose is to understand the distribution, conditions, forms and parameters of lunar water. Improve technology needed to explore surface of low gravity celestial bodies in order to support future lunar activities. To explore the surface of low gravity celestial bodies. The next is to determine feasibility of utilizing such resources for sustainable space exploration activities in future. So this is the mission of, basically in a nutshell, if I have to say about this mission, that is Joint Lunar Exploration Mission by JAXA and ISRO. It will be landing on south pole region of the moon, and the purpose is to detect the water and do the scientific study with respect to lunar water. That's all. So finding of the NASA's stratospheric observation for infrared astronomy indicates that, okay, recently NASA has sent the SOFIA. Okay, so SOFIA's NASA's that SOFIA was sent by ISRO. Sophia was humanoid, right? No. Sophia robot. Sophia is a special humanoid robot developed by Hong Kong-based company Hanson Robotics. Sophia was activated on January 14 and made her first public appearance at South by Southwest Festival in mid-March 2016 in Austin, Texas, United States. India's uh, India's robot which was sent to space was Vyomamitra, which with this I was getting confused, that Vyomamitra and Sophia. So Vyomamitra is a female-looking space-faring humanoid robot being developed by ISRO to function on board to the Gaganyaan, a crewed orbital spacecraft. It was first unveiled in 22nd January 2020 at the Human Space Flight and Exploration Symposium in Bangalore. It will accompany Indian astronauts in space missions and will also be part of uncrewed experimental Gaganyaan mission prior to the crewed space flight mission. So this is Vyomamitra जो गगनयान मिशन में हेल्प करेगा. ओके, so basically NASA's Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy indicated that water may be distributed across the lunar surface and not limited to cold shadowed places. So Sophie, an airborne observatory, is a joint project of NASA and German Aerospace Center. So this Sophie is a joint project between NASA and German Aerospace Center. Sophie has detected water molecules in Clavius crater located in the moon's southern hemisphere. So Sophie has detected the water molecules which was water molecules in which area? In Clavius crater area located in the moon's southern hemisphere. So I'll show you the Clavius. So this is a short video which shows about Clavius crater. Water has been discovered in one of the largest craters in the sunlight side of the moon. Clavius is located in the moon's southern highlands over here. The water discovery was made using NASA's Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy, that is SOFI. So basically SOFI is, for short, is a aircraft carrying a 2.7 meter This discovery indicates that water may be distributed across the lunar surface and not limited to cold shadow places. So this was about Clavius crater. So this Clavius crater was found by SOFI and this is located in the moon's southern hemisphere. Okay, so now let's move on to next topic. Why moon's south pole is special? So its craters have been untouched by sunlight for billions of years, offering an undistributed record of the solar system's origin. So because this is untouched by sunlight, south pole is untouched, this is south pole, it is untouched by sunlight, that's why it is undisturbed, and so it can have the first hand or the most reliable record of the solar system's origin. Its permanently shadowed crater are estimated to hold nearly 100 million tons of water. Its elemental and positional advantage make it suitable pit spot for future space explorations. It has traces of hydrogen, ammonia, methane, sodium, mercury and silver, making it an untapped source of the essential resources. So this is the moon, this is the north side and this is the south region. There is a Tycho crater is here Chandrayaan-2 landing site near southern pole. So this was the Chandrayaan-2's landing site. Bulk of previous lunar landings. Okay, over here previous lunar landings happened over in this region. Here is Copernicus crater and here is Sea of Serenity is here. So this is about Moon's south pole. The next is Mars. Next topic is Mars Orbiter Mission, MOM. So in Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, ISRO's Mars Orbiter Mission completed 6 years of orbiting the Mars. So let's read about Mars Orbiter Mission. MOM, also known as Mangalyaan, there is a movie on this you must have seen. So MOM, known as Mangalyaan, was the first interplanetary mission of ISRO, and it was launched in 2013 by the PSLV C-25 and put into Martian orbit in 2014 in its first attempt. So it was put in Martian orbit in 2014 in its first attempt, and launch vehicle which was used was PSLV C-25. So its objective includes, if we talk about scientific objective, the exploration of Mars surface features, morphology, mineralogy and Martian atmosphere by indigenous scientific instruments. And if you talk technological, then deep space communications, navigation, mission planning and management. So this was the main purpose. The main purpose is deep space communication, navigation. So Mars Orbiter mission carried 5 payloads to accomplish its scientific objective. So it carried 5 payloads. So these are the 5 payloads. The first is methane sensor for Mars. The second is Mars color camera. Third is Lyman alpha photometer. And fourth one is thermal infrared imaging spectrometer, TIS. And fifth is Mars exospheric neutral composition analyzer. So let's read one by one about this. That is methane sensor for Mars. MSM is designed to measure the methane in the Martian atmosphere. Okay, so this MSM was designed to measure the methane in the Martian atmosphere with parts per billion accuracy and map its sources. The next purpose is to data is acquired only over illuminated seen on the sensor, measures reflected solar radiation. So this is about methane sensor for Mars. Mars color camera to give images and information about the surface features and composition. सो कैमरा है तो इसका पर्पस में इमेज प्रोवाइड करना. MCC will help to monitor the dynamic events and weather of Mars. MCC will also be used for probing the 2 satellites of Mars, Phobos and Deimos. So for probing the 2 satellites of Mars, जो मार्स के 2 सैटेलाइट्स हैं, कौन कौन से, फोब्स एंड डायमोस, तो इन दोनों सैटेलाइट्स के बारे में भी स्टडी करना दिस मार्स कलर कैमरा का पर्पस होगा. Now the third is Lyman alpha photometer. It measures the relative abundance of deuterium and hydrogen. So abundance of deuterium and hydrogen को चेक करता है ये Lyman alpha photometer. So पहले deuterium क्या होता है, deuterium, deuterium also called heavy hydrogen, isotope of hydrogen with a nucleus consisting of 1 proton and 1 neutron, which is double the mass of nucleus of ordinary hydrogen. It is stable atomic species found in natural hydrogen compounds to the extent of about 0.0156%. So deuterium has a natural abundance in the Earth's ocean of about atomin 6420 of hydrogen. So deuterium is basically the isotope of hydrogen. Okay, so हाइड्रोजन और ड्यूटोरियम की abundance को चेक करना लाइमन अल्फा फोटोमीटर का काम है. नाउ इट विल अलाउ अंडरस्टैंडिंग द लॉस process of water, that is it will allow understanding the loss process of water from the planet, कि वाटर प्लैनेट से कैसे लॉस होते हैं इसके बारे में कुछ अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रोवाइड करेगा दिस लाइमन अल्फा फोटोमीटर. द फोर्थ वन इज थर्मल इंफ्रारेड इमेजिंग स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर, TIS, that is thermal infrared imaging spectrometer. It measures the thermal emission and can be operated during the both day and night. So thermal emission को ये मेजर करता है. The next is temperature and emissivity are the two basic physical parameters estimated from the thermal emission measurement, that is temperature and emissivity. These are the two basic physical parameters estimated from the thermal emission measurement. Okay, basically thermal emission को मेजर करने के लिए है TIS. Now the fifth one is Mars exospheric neutral composition analyzer, मेन का, that is Mars exospheric neutral composition analyzer. So it is a quadrupled mass spectrometer based scientific payload capable of measuring relative abundance of neutral constituents. So neutral constituents की abundance को चेक करने के लिए ये बेसिकली है मार्स एक्सोस्फेरिक न्यूट्रल कंपोजिशन एनालाइजर. सो दीज आर द 5 पेलोड्स विच Mars orbiter mission has. So how MOM has helped so far? Okay, so it helped prepare a Martian atlas based on the image provided by the orbiter. So इसकी मदद से हमने एक मार्शियन एटलस बनाया है. And it made a finding that dust storms on the Mars can rise up to hundreds of kilometers. Dust storms, Mars पे dust storms खूब चलते हैं. So it can rise up to hundreds of kilometers. Albedo map of Mars has been prepared using MOM. Will be useful to study the surface properties of Mars. Albedo is the fraction of solar energy reflected from the planetary surface back into the space. Okay. So albedo map भी जो हमने बनाया Mars का, that is also with the help of Mars orbiter mission. Recently, Mars color camera has captured the image of Phobos, the closest and biggest moon of the Mars. So this Mars color camera इसने Phobos को कैप्चर किया है रिसेंटली. Phobos दो इसके मून है, एक तो है Phobos और दूसरा है डाइमोस, दैट इज दो सैटेलाइट्स हैं मार्स के. तो उसमें से Phobos को जो कि क्लोजेस्ट एंड बिगेस्ट मून ऑफ द मार्स है उसको कैप्चर किया है मार्स कलर कैमरा ने. मार्स हैज़ 2 मून्स, द अदर बीइंग द टाइमोस. ओके, द इमेज हाईलाइटेड crater on Phobos, namely Stickney, Sklovsky and Roque Grildrik. Okay, now other Mars mission in news. So this was Mars orbiter mission. इसके अलावा अदर मार्स मिशन कौन कौन से हैं जो न्यूज़ में हैं? एक्सो मार्स. सो इट इज़ अ जॉइंट प्रोग्राम ऑफ यूरोपियन स्पेस एजेंसी एंड रशियन स्पेस एजेंसी. एक्सो मार्स इज a joint program of European Space Agency and Russian Space Agency. So it comprises 2 missions. First, Traces gas orbiter launched in 2016 and the second comprising a rover and surface platform is planned for 2022. So basically just remember the name and कौन इसकी एजेंसी है. So ExoMars is launched by European Space Agency and Russian Space Agency. The next is Mars 2020 rover. Under this, NASA's Perseverance rover will seek signs of ancient life and collect rock and soil samples for possible return to Earth. It will be launched in 2020. So this Mars 2020 rover ये NASA का है. The next is HOPE mission, HOPE Amal mission. It was launched by UAE in 2020. It is Arab world's first mission to Mars. Okay, so first mission to Mars of the Arab world is HOPE और उसका Arabic name is Amal, that is HOPE mission. Then next is Tianwen-1. Tianwen-1 is China's first Mars exploration mission which was launched in 2020. So this was all about Mars. Now let's move on to Chandrayaan 2. Chandrayaan-2 mission completed 1 year. So Chandrayaan-2, a completely indigenous mission, is India's second lunar exploration mission with following basic component. So Chandrayaan-2 में एक orbiter है and it will observe the lunar surface and relay communication between Earth and Chandrayaan-2's lander. So, and the second is lander called Vikram, and it was designed to execute India's first soft landing on the lunar surface. And the third is rover called Pragyan. So rover is called Pragyan and Vikram is the lander. So rover, that is Pragyan, was a 6-wheeled like AI powered, that is artificial intelligence powered vehicle which will move on the lunar surface and perform on-site chemical analysis. So ये 6 पहियों वाला बेसिकली व्हीकल था एंड इसका पर्पस था कि ऑन साइट केमिकल एनालिसिस को कंडक्ट करना. सो 3 चीज़ें थी यहाँ पे, ऑर्बिटर, लैंडर एंड रोवर. ऑर्बिटर, लैंडर का नाम विक्रम एंड रोवर का नाम प्रज्ञान. नाउ launcher, it was launched by the GSLV vehicle, GSLV Mach 3. GSLV Mach 3 M1 से लॉन्च किया गया था. It is India's most powerful launcher to date and has been completely designed and fabricated from within the country. Some notable features of Chandrayaan-2 mission: would have been the first space mission to conduct a soft landing on the moon's south polar region. अगर ये सक्सेसफुल हो जाता तो it would have been the first mission to conduct a soft landing on moon's south polar region. So first Indian expedition to attempt a soft landing on the lunar surface with homegrown technology, and it was first Indian mission to explore the lunar terrain with homegrown technology, and it would have been the 4th country ever to soft land on the lunar surface after the United States, USSR and China. So अभी तक सिर्फ 3 कंट्रीज हैं दुनिया में जो कि सॉफ्ट लैंड कर पाए हैं लूनर सरफेस पे. वो है USSR और चाइना. अगर हमारा ये मिशन सक्सेसफुल हो जाता तो वी वुड हैव बीन द 4th कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड. सो प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव वाज टू demonstrate the ability of soft land on the lunar surface and operate a robotic rover on surface. It seeks to stimulate the advancement of technology, promote global alliance. Okay, so scientific objective की बात करें तो moon provides the best linkage to the Earth's early history, and evidences for water molecules discovered by Chandrayaan-1 requires further studies. So this was the scientific objective, and the third one is study the new rock types with unique chemical composition. Now so let's read a little bit about mission payloads. So ऑर्बिटर पेलोड्स में एक कैमरा था, फिर Chandrayaan-2 लार्ज एरिया सॉफ्ट एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर था, एंड सोलर एक्सरे मॉनिटर था, ऑर्बिटर हाई रेजोल्यूशन कैमरा था, डुअल फ्रीक्वेंसी एल एंड एस बैंड सिंथेटिक अपर्चर रेडार था, देन इमेजिंग IR स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर था, देन Chandrayaan-2 का एटमॉस्फेरिक कंपोजिशन एक्सप्लोरर था, देन डुअल फ्रीक्वेंसी रेडियो साइंस था. विक्रम पे क्या था? विक्रम पेलोड्स हैज़ रेडियो एनाटॉमी ऑफ मून बाउंड हाइड्रो sensitive ionosphere and atmosphere. Then Chandra's surface thermophysical experiment, instrument for lunar seismic activity. प्रज्ञान के पास था अल्फा पार्टिकल्स इंड्यूस्ड एक्सरे स्पेक्ट्रोमीटर. बेसिकली छोड़ देते हैं इसको, याद तो होना है नहीं. सो नाउ रिलेटेड न्यूज़ में रिसेंटली फर्स्ट सेट ऑफ डेटा फ्रॉम Chandrayaan-2 mission was released for wider public use through the Pradhan portal hosted by the ISRO. So this Pradhan portal, which is hosted by ISRO, by India Space Science Data Center. So this Pradhan portal hosted by India Space Science Data Center, उसने Chandrayaan-2 से लिया हुआ जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको रिलीज़ किया है पब्लिक यूज़ के लिए. So this India Space Science Data Center is the nodal center for planetary data archive for planetary missions of ISRO. So in related news, recently images sent by Chandrayaan-1 indicated possible impact of Earth's atmosphere on the moon. Images show that moon may be rusting at poles. Also Chandrayaan-1 data indicated that moon's pole are home to water. Surface of moon is known to have iron rich rocks and not water and oxygen. NASA believes that atmosphere might be partly responsible for the same. So जो मून के सरफेस पे हैं वहाँ पे आयरन रिच रॉक्स हैं, ना कि वाटर और ऑक्सीजन. Okay. About Chandrayaan 1. So Chandrayaan 1 was launched in 2008. It carried 11 scientific instruments built in India, US, UK, Germany, Sweden and Bulgaria. Payloads from India was these payloads and payloads from abroad was also there. And it aimed at conducting the chemical and mineralogical mapping of the entire solar surface. So chemical और mineralogical mapping करना इसका पर्पस था फॉर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ मिनरल एंड केमिकल एलिमेंट्स. इसकी की फाइंडिंग है कि डिटेक्टेड वाटर इन वेपर फॉर्म इन द ट्रेस अमाउंट्स एंड इट कन्फर्म्ड ओशन मैग्मा हाइपोथेसिस. ओशन मैग्मा हाइपोथेसिस को इसने कन्फर्म किया. एंड डिटेक्टेड एक्स रे सिग्नल्स ड्यूरिंग वीक सोलर फ्लेयर्स दस इंडिकेटिंग प्रेजेंस ऑफ मैग्नीशियम एल्युमिनियम. सो इसने प्रेजेंस ऑफ मैग्नीशियम एल्युमिनियम सिलिकॉन एंड कैल्शियम ऑन द लूनर सरफेस भी बताया. नियर स्पाइनल रिच रॉक्स भी हैं यहाँ पे, ये भी बताया. सो इसने कंफर्म किया ओशन मैग्मा हाइपोथेसिस. सो ओशन मैग्मा हाइपोथेसिस क्या है एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं इसका. ओशियन magma hypothesis. So according to the giant impact hypothesis, a large amount of energy was liberated in the formation of moon, due to which a huge portion of the body was once completely molten, forming a lunar magma ocean. Plagioclase rose to the surface of moon because of its lighter density and lack of iron. Okay, so giant impact hypothesis के टाइम का थ्योरी है ओशन मैग्मा हाइपोथेसिस. तो इसको इसने कंफर्म किया है.